What are you guys doing standing there? We have to go shoot a video. Growing up in Orlando and Orange County in general, I was always, told or taught that Dr. Phillips was one of the most expensive, exclusive areas in the city. And really over the past few years, I kind of felt like it slipped in prominence a bit to places like Winter Park and Windermere, which is, to me, is just a little bit odd because I find more clients want to live in those two areas versus here. But what I really like about this area compared to those two areas is how close you guys are to all of the amenities and everything that really Orlando and Central Florida have to offer. Hey guys, this is Will with eXp Realty, and today we're going to be going through Dr. Phillips, talking about some of the things I love about this area, why more clients of mine have been reaching out to move here, and what you should know before you call this place home. But before we get started, make sure to click that like button down below and subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have coming to you in the Central Florida area. So guys, let's go check out Dr. Phillips, Florida. So for those that don't know, Dr. Phillips is just southeast of downtown Orlando, only about 20 minutes south going towards I-4 West. And really the area is not too big. It only encompasses the area between Apopka Island, I-Drive, and the Windermere Conroy area, which in circumference is only about 5 square miles. So it's really not a really big area. However, the best thing about it, like I mentioned earlier, is the distance to amenities. You're only about 5 to 10 minutes from Universal and Volcano Bay. You're only about another 15 minutes from I-Drive and Icon Park and everything that has to offer. And you're only about 20 to 25 minutes from Disney, and then once again you're only about 20 minutes from downtown Orlando, but this all varies on how bad I-4 traffic is, because if you live in Orlando, you know how bad that can get. In terms of central location, in terms of all of Central Florida or even Orlando, it's really just about as central as you can really get. You're really not too far from hopping on I-4 to go and get towards Tampa, or even coming back towards Orlando, going to the beaches either on your East Coast or West Coast. You're really like kind of right there in the middle, which is a really big draw for people moving here, so they know they're not too far from any spot of Central Florida. And amusement aside, if you are a foodie like me, you're really going to love the Dr. Phillips area because you really have some of the best restaurants in all of Orlando. One of the complaints I make in most of my videos about the Orlando area is that it's very chain heavy. But what I really like about Dr. Phillips is you get a bit of a break from that. You have some of my favorite restaurants in all of the city. Eddie V's Prime Steak and Seafood, super good. Bar Taco, hot and juicy. If you like crawfish and seafood like myself, definitely have to go check that out. But that's what I really like about it. It's kind of a break from all of that. Aside from just the fun and places to eat, another thing I really like about the area is you have a ton of grocers here. Of course, you have your ones like Walmart and Publix, which are really common, but you also have Sprouts and Whole Foods, and I'm a huge Whole Foods fan, and there's not really too many of those in the Central Florida area. So you really have a nice diversity of places to shop, to get fresh produce, organic, everything like that. And you really have that diversity of choice and variety that you really don't get in a lot of places in Orlando, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. So I already know what you're thinking. An area that has top-rated schools, close to all the amenities, has some of the best dining in the city, and is really close to all the amusement and fun that you can have in Orlando. It's got to be expensive, right? And you would be correct. Right now, the median listing price right here in Dr. Phillips is sitting right at about $500,000, and we compare that to the rest of Orlando that's sitting at about $340,000. You can see that it's really one of the more expensive communities and areas that we have here. Homes here can range as low as $385,000 is the lowest listing on the market right now, all the way up until millions and millions of dollars for your nicer, more upscale gated communities, golf communities, communities on the water, and things like that. I've been working with a lot more clients here, and what they really like about the area, of course, outside of the schools, amenities, all that stuff, is that you get a lot of lakes here, you get a lot of unique communities that are really upscale and really nice. So that's kind of the big reason I wanted to touch on it today. Do note, like most of the Orlando market, it is a very strong seller's market here. There's a lot of people looking to live here. So the offers that I am writing here, I'm typically writing appraisal guarantees, loan contingencies, things like that. So you do have to put your best foot forward to win a home in this community. Really big question I get asked about the area is new construction, and there really isn't a whole bunch of new construction here. The only new development community as a whole right now is Phillips Grove by Pulte Homes. They've been selling a little bit slower, but that is one of the only new communities that we do have here. A lot of times you see custom built new construction on the lakes. You have the newer communities that are on Ruby Lake and surrounding areas like that. So you have a lot of newer homes that were developed the past few years, but you don't have a lot of active new construction unless it is going to be a custom build. So do watch out for that. You're probably not going to be able to build too much here unless you are in those higher price points. And one last bit I do like to add to these videos that I haven't been doing such a great job of recently is talking about what is coming to these areas. Now, I did mention there isn't a lot of residential new construction, but Dr. Phillips is getting a $1 billion project called O-Town West, which is going to be a mix of commercial and retail space here in the Dr. Phillips area, which is really going to be a luxury high-end shopping, dining, retail experience. It's by Unicorp and Chuck Woodall, who's an absolute giant in the development community here. It's going to be a really, really exciting project, and I'm really excited for the future. Somehow they figured out a way to elevate the area even higher than what it was. Always been a place considered of affluence and just a place people want to live, and really it's kind of slipped in prominence, like I said earlier, but I'm not too sure about that. Feels like it's getting that resurgence back, especially with that O-Town West project coming, and people deciding to stay more in the city of Orlando versus even some of the outer lying areas. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that super quick video I did about the Dr. Phillips area. I love working here, I love showing here, and I love when clients tell me they want to buy here because it's really just an awesome area to live in. If you're looking to move to Dr. Phillips or any other area in the Central Florida area, I would love to be your real estate agent of choice. I'm gonna leave my contact information down below, and like always, I'll catch you guys next time.